I am currently getting ready to go to my PET scan in my dirty bathroom. We did a bunch of blood work and a urinalysis this week. And maybe we did it Friday. But everything came back and everything's still fucked. So I also have kidney stones, which shit, I was supposed to call radiology yesterday and get an appointment. Because I need a CT scan because they want to see where the kidney stones are, because I've got infection somewhere. I feel fine. I don't have I don't have a fever. I also think because my body always seems to be going through something, I feel like I get almost like immune to it, which is weird. Like I don't run fevers very often. I do run low grade fevers sometimes, like when my rheumatoid arthritis is trying to flare, or sometimes I'll run one just low grade for a couple hours if I have a really intense workout. It's usually leg day. But yeah. And it's weird because I will know that I'm running a fever because my eyeballs get hot. That was rude. My alarm went off. Time to get up and get ready. But anyway, I was saying when I start running low grade fevers, I'll feel it because my eyeballs will get hot. I'm weird. So anyway, so the PET scan is today, so hopefully we'll have some results soon. I just talked for like 3 minutes and the camera wasn't even on. So I just woke my husband up screaming because I tried to call radiology and the airman advised me that my CT scan was canceled, which I know what happened because there was a paperwork snafu, because there was a question if I wanted the scan. Yes, I want the scan. If I have kidney stones, you need to tell me where they are so that if they're blocking something, because all my blood work right now shows infection somewhere. Infection and or cancer. So I'm going to have a PET scan today, and I would like to know what the hell's going on. But I was just telling Bob that the healthcare system in America is not set up for patient success. And here's why. So you'll have someone like my father-in-law who literally went to the doctor like once. How old was Dad when the doctor told him his blood pressure was textbook perfect? He was in his 40s, so younger than me probably now. So one doctor told him your blood pressure, and he never fucking went back. Like he's like, I'm textbook perfect. He has a terminal lung disease now. Like, so he's at the doctor all the time. And if this happened to someone like my father-in-law who called to schedule the CT scan like he was told to and was told, oh, it was canceled, he would not call back and call his doctor, call the nurse and be like, dude, there's no order, or the order was canceled. So it's setting you up to not be healthy. And I told Bob, I'm like, the insurance company probably hates me and like wants me dead because it costs them so much money. Like, I'm so frustrated with all this. Like, I just want to fucking know what's wrong with me. Like, okay, I've been feeling good. I do have active Epstein-Barr mono. And that can happen once you've been infected with it. For the rest of your life, you can have moments of like a flare, basically. So I feel like about every 2.5 or 3 months, and I think it's because of how hard I train, I get really tired. I need like 3 or 4 days off and I'm just out. So I'm learning now to kind of honor that and be like, okay, I gotta take some time off. And I just did that. So, but we just went through all my blood work and like, it's like anemia, infection. So hopefully we get some answers because I'm really just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Like, I'm sick of it. So hopefully today we're going to get some answers, or, after Christmas or whatever, but we'll see. I was just talking to Bob and I'm recurling my hair and I wasn't paying attention and I fucking sprayed this right in my eye, like right in this eye. So Bob's like, rinse it out. And I just kept it shut because I just finished my eye makeup. You girls know how hard that is, especially when your wing is decent. Make me cry though, Christ. Oh, and then this is really funny. So, Bob just switched jobs and literally started this week. Excuse my 15-year-old curling iron girls. Just started this week and he gets a call. So the company he works for, when you start with them, they do like a buddy system and they pair you up with a buddy, like to kind of like show you the ins and outs and stuff. And they're all a bunch of old fighter pilots. So Bob's loving his work environment. But his work buddy calls him last night and was like, hey bro, I just want to let you know, I just tested positive for COVID. So this is a company that does require everybody to be vaccinated. So everyone's vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. I have my booster. And I've had COVID and everyone's fine right now. Like, it's just funny. So yeah. Hey, welcome aboard. We're going to expose you to COVID. So everyone in the office actually is not going into work today because of it. So, yeah, it's kind of funny, the irony of everything is not wasted on me. But I'm not worried about it. I don't think they were, drinking out of the same cup and they're masked up. I'm just, so, we did cancel our massages though. And we're taking supplements and, I think I've told you guys this before. I have a condition that requires me to take a drug called hydroxychloroquine. You guys might remember that in the beginning of the pandemic when then President Trump talked about it and he got a lot of flack talking about saying it's something that can be used for COVID. And now they are saying that it shows that it does help. Anyway, so I take that every day anyway. So I have felt like I've done better with everything because of stuff that I'm already on. I might be wrong, but I mean, someone like me who's immunocompromised with a couple of different immunosuppressing diseases has done fine through it. I do think obviously that my diet and training and all that also is plays a role in that. That's why I know when COVID started and people, a lot of people got depressed, and I mean, I understand because it was, see, now he's sneezing. A lot of people got depressed, and a lot of people gained like COVID weight. Remember how like when we went to school, it was the freshman 15, and a lot of people gained, a lot of weight during COVID because, in some countries, gyms were closed and stuff. That's why I was really grateful because, Marcia owns her studio. It's a private studio. It's not like you're in there with, what the hell's on my elbow? It's not like you're in there with 400 other people. But, a lot of countries, Canada just shut down gyms again. So I do think that now we know we're living with COVID, like it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So we're going to have to learn to live with it and cope and stuff. So I do think that it's really important to eat well and to exercise and to do everything you can to boost your immune system. If you are micronutrient deficient in anything, talk to your doctor and see what they recommend you taking. I know that when you hit a particular age and you go into your doctor to have like your annual exam, they do run blood work and check cholesterol and stuff like that. And I know it's common for B and D vitamins to get checked. I know in America, it's a really high percentage of people who are vitamin D deficient, and vitamin D deficiency mimics things like depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety. It's really crazy. So like I take 50,000 IUs of vitamin D per week. I'm actually waiting right now. That was one of the blood tests I had done that isn't done in-house. It has to be sent to San Antonio to the bigger lab. But so have those things checked because you might be surprised. But so my whole point, my ADHD, if I could talk, ADHD circle back stuff, is that we are looking at dealing with COVID for many years to come, I believe. Whether it's in various strains that are less deadly, like Omicron is less deadly. People are freaking out over it. And it's literally like cold symptoms. But anyway, so I do think it's really important for everybody. And I mean, I live by this and I believe this with my heart, that it's really important for everybody to do what you can to be as healthy as you can. Like your body deserves to get the highest quality nutrition that you can afford, and our bodies were made to move. I'm not saying you have to be crazy like I am and go to the, lift weights 6 days a week. I understand that that's not everybody's thing. What I am saying is that do what you like to do. You like yoga? Go do yoga. You like Pilates? Do Pilates. You like going for walks? Go on walks. Mix it up. Do other things. But you'll hear people talk about rest days. And rest days, there's something called active recovery. And those are days of, for me, like going on a walk or stretching or whatever, but still moving. Like, believe me, on my rest days, I just want to lay in bed. But it's still really important to get your movement in and, take care of your body. And like I said, I do understand that a lot of people have been dealing with mental health issues during COVID because, I get it. Like, it's been rough. People lost their jobs and they're worried how they're going to feed their families and pay their mortgages and their light bill and stuff. And I get that. The federal dollar didn't last forever. And I know that, the state unemployment and stuff, that's not enough to live off of. So I understand that. Hopefully that does change soon because, that's going to make anybody feel depressed, obviously. So, anyway, that's my little shtick on get healthy because you're going to be able to fight off things, not just COVID. The other thing, I have talked a little bit, I think, on Instagram and stuff, but I actually called the CDC because I could not find anything like where they said, okay, let me just tell you what I did. So I learned that the COVID vaccine is not as effective in morbidly obese people as it is in someone who is of a normal weight. Now, and I don't care if you're considered morbidly obese because you are 350 pounds of muscle or you're 350 pounds of body fat. It's still weight, and your body still looks at that as a strain on the heart and the lungs and all that. It's still a strain. But what I did learn was that it's not just the COVID vaccine. Any vaccine is not as effective in morbidly obese people. And it does make sense to me. And here's why it made sense to me, because I worked in veterinary medicine when I was like late teens and early 20s for almost like 7 years off and on. And the thing that I learned is in animals, things are dosed out by body weight in kilograms. So does it not make sense that you would not give a vaccine to a Chihuahua puppy in the same dose that you would give a vaccine to a Great Dane puppy, right? Because you could probably kill a Chihuahua puppy with what you would dose something out for a Great Dane. Well, it's really the same in people. There are some medications for people that they do dose out in body weight in kilograms. But like, for example, okay, they do this for children with like Tylenol. Like when you've got children's Tylenol, you don't want to take adult Tylenol and try to give it to your 6-month-old who's teething, right? So it makes complete sense to me that vaccines and other medications would not be as effective or as potent, or I mean, effective really is the right word, isn't it? Because like it's not as effective because there's too much, but like you're not going to take this 2 IU dose of something and give it to me who's 145 pounds and have the same effect as somebody who's 445 pounds. Like that's logical, I think, to most people. So you can go, I'll look and see if I can put it up here. But you can go on the CDC website, and vaccines are not as effective. They're not ineffective, but they're not as effective in morbidly obese people. So that's all I had to say. I'll be back. Okay, we're off to get the pet scan. It's been a really long time since I had a pet scan. I do think I have to get an IV if I remember correctly. So that'll be fun. But my left bicep veins are popping this morning, so that'll be good. At least that'll be easy on me. So I'm gonna drive out there, get this PET scan done. It starts at 10:30. I think I'll be done around 1. I'm gonna get there like 20 minutes early because I've gone to this place before for other things, so I'm in this system, but I just, sorry, that's my navigation. I haven't been to this location. They only do PET scans at a couple locations, so I'm
please turn next right, then make the next left turn.
Gonna go to get this done, and then I'm going to fucking feed my face because I'm starving. I have leg day with Marcia today at 3:30 at the big commercial gym, so I'm gonna go do that.
Turn left after 3/4 of a mile onto US 95 South.
Yeah, so that's it. So maybe I'll try to film in there. I don't know. We'll see. I'm all checked in. I'm just waiting to get called back now. Okay, so the tech is like super nice, and she got an IV in my arm that I usually don't like people to put an IV in, but because I had a CT with contrast already, like in the last couple months, and they did it in my left arm, they wanted to do it in my right arm, so she got it in. So that was good.
Hello there, I'm gonna put this here for you.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for that. Yay. Yeah. So she just brought me, and I have to drink this barium. If you guys have never done a barium swallow test, it's disgusting. So I'm going to be radioactive here in a minute. They wanted to make sure I didn't have small children at home. So I'm about to drink the barium here in a few minutes, I think. She's gonna inject me. I think she just went to go get the stuff, the radioactive stuff. She's a hoot though. She's super cute, like really cute. So I appreciate the positivity because I'm stressed the fuck out. She asked me if I wanted a blanket. I'm like, no, I'm sweating through my pants right now. It kind of smells... Oh, this is not as bad as I remember it. It's not a milkshake though. So she's gonna come back in 45 minutes. Apparently that's how long it takes for the radioactive stuff to circulate. Gross. I had to take off all my jewelry, which is fine. I just had like my wedding rings on, and I had my necklaces though. I do feel weird without my necklaces. My earrings I wear every day. I haven't been able to wear anything on my right hand because of the nerve pain. Like I can't wear a ring, can't wear a bracelet, so. It kind of tastes vanilla, I guess is the flavor it is. I feel like this side is a little sticky because I sprayed my eye, but it's not horrible. It's not like I remember. Like the last one I had was 15 years ago or something, and I just was gagging trying to get it down, so we'll see. So I'm just waiting now. I drank all the crap that they asked me to drink. So now it's 45 minutes from the time she made me radioactive. I'm radioactive. So she said the PET scan, I think itself, like the scanning part, would take like 20 minutes, I think she said. So the big thing, like although being here for an hour and a half, wasn't the scan. It's this, the IV to get radioactive, the drink I had to drink, and then she'll come in here and I'll go to the bathroom, and then hopefully we'll be going in to get the scans to leave because I'm fucking starving because I had to fast. I couldn't eat anything for 4 hours before. This test was at 10:30, so I got up literally at like 6 and snarfed some food. It's leg day today, so I was like, I need to eat. Usually I've had like by 11 o'clock, like 1,200 calories, so like I'm fucking starving right now. Yeah, so this just sucks. So they're gonna send me home with a CD of the scan. So anyway, video update from resting after going to the gym and coming home and cleaning myself up a bit. So finally got the update and talked to my doctor about my PET scan, which I got the radiology report before my doctor did, which feels kind of backwards. And the way it was worded was a bit confusing to me and actually had me worried. But it's all clear. I have something a little wonky looking that is probably scar tissue because it's around my surgical site. I did have lymph nodes that lit up in my neck, armpit, and abdomen, but they looked normal. So now we have a baseline. So my white and red blood cell counts are still very elevated, indicating probable infection somewhere. I don't have a fever. I'm not like presenting like I have an infection, but that's also not anything new with me because I had a bladder infection that we fought for like 8 or 9 months, not last year, but the year, like in 2019, that we fought for 8 or 9 months, and I never had any symptoms. I know women who have symptoms and they absolutely suffer with bladder infections, and that doesn't happen with me for some reason. So we're waiting for my Epstein-Barr virus test to come back, my vitamin D level, to see where that's at. I'm still taking 50,000 IU of vitamin D a week. I feel really good. I'm really strong in the gym. Like, I just feel like every time I go in to the gym, like every workout is better than the last one. So I'm really happy about that. I'm working really hard to get all my calories in. That is a struggle when you don't have a stomach. Like, I can't force feed. Do you know what I mean? So that's hard. So I just feel like I basically just eat all day. It's just like this little bit of, Bob says I'm a grazer. I just kind of graze and try to get everything in. But that's really good news that I don't have cancer, because when you've had cancer before, that's always, unfortunately, like the first thing your brain goes to. So I'm really happy that it's not that, because things in life are just going like really well. Like, our kids are all doing really good. Bob has a job now where he's not deploying, and he's working with F-35s now. So like things are just really good. So I'm very grateful. Now we just got to figure out why my red and white blood cell counts are high. So, my doctor does think that I have kidney stones. So that's kind of the route we're going now. I have to get a CT of my abdomen and pelvis to see where that's going. So we'll see. But anyway, that's what's going on. And I just wanted to update you guys, because I haven't updated about this. Like, I've just been vlogging and then just holding off on giving the video to Justice to edit, because I wanted to have a conclusion. So yeah, so now we just have to figure out where the infection is. I just love being a medical enigma. Like, nothing is ever like black and white for me. I'm also having really weird nerve pain. So in my left hand, I've had carpal and guadinal tunnel surgery. Let's see if I can, do you see that scar right there? How it goes on my hand there? So, my carpal and guadinal tunnel were crushed, in 2007. Really long story. But I had that, so like in November of 2007, and I couldn't get the surgery until January of 2008. It was very painful. So I started having really weird numbness pain. I know numb and pain don't sound like they go together, but in my middle finger, this knuckle here. And I was like, okay, I mean, I have rheumatoid arthritis and I have osteoarthritis, and I'm not young. So I was like, okay, whatever. So, I really didn't think anything of it too much. It was just more of an annoyance. But now my right hand, these three fingers, it started out just the tips of my fingers, and now it's all three fingers all the way down the front of my hand to about 2 inches below my wrist. It's numb, but it's painful. So like, for example, if I were to stick this hand like in my purse and try to pull something out, and my hand were to brush up against the purse, sometimes it just sends me like tears in my eyes because it hurts so bad. The thing that's the most annoying is when I am lifting, sometimes I can't make, like if I go to flex, like, okay, flexing and bringing my wrist in like this, can be a no way that's gonna, like, I can't do it sometimes. I do think that the adrenaline I have going in the gym makes it to where I don't notice it as much, but like at the beginning of a workout, I will. So we're going to do a nerve conduction study, but my doctor did say, he's like, you are a regular lifter, and these are some of the things. He goes, I see this a lot with his troops that are lifters, and he's like, this is pretty common. So I'm just going to keep lifting, but we're going to do a nerve conduction study and just make sure. So that's what's going on with that. But like I said, I feel really good. Body recomp is going good. We just changed my split because I want bigger legs, and I'm like, I want my legs to catch up with my upper body. It's so weird because when I was young, I just had huge quads and hamstrings, and I had a decent butt. I mean, I have a little butt now. It's taken a while. If you guys have been here from the beginning, you'll know Marcia used to say I had the anti-booty, and I did. If you guys remember that Sex and the City episode when Samantha was having the affair with the older man, and the whole joke was old man ass, that was my butt. Like, it was flat and it was old man butt. It was bad. Anyway, I had a well-developed upper body back then, but I was so much more focused on lower body because squat was my best. Squat and deadlift were my best lifts. But anyway, so yeah, I just want to get my lower body kind of caught up with my upper body. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the split. And then like today was just like a super good, we trained chest, back, and shoulders. I felt really good. I felt really strong. Benched really good, like just really strong. Just I felt like a fucking bull, man. It feels good. So I'm feeling good, and I feel confident we're going to figure out what the hell's going on with my blood work. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and for like hanging out and listening to me whine. So I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys all had a really great Christmas, and you have a happy new year. Thanks.